Hello, everyone. Did you get a chance to read the article titled One Vietnamese-American's Journey? It's a powerful story about Hue Nguyen, who fled Saigon with his family as a child and eventually became the first Vietnamese-American county clerk recorder in Orange County, California. The article doesn't just recount one refugee's escape. It highlights resilience, sacrifice, and how generational determination can lead to historic achievement. From escaping war to serving in public office, Nguyen's story reflects the emotional depth and long-term impact of migration. Then let's focus on some questions to help us review and understand the article better. Let's get started. Let's take a closer look at today's story by checking your understanding with a short quiz. You can pause if you need more time to think. Ready? Let's get started. First question, what nearly happened to Hue Nguyen and his sister before the fall of Saigon? A. They were successfully adopted abroad through Operation Baby Lift. B. They were sent to live with distant relatives in the U.S. C. They almost boarded a plane that later crashed. D. They were separated and taken to different refugee camps. Take a moment to think about it. The correct answer is C. Nguyen's grandparents tried to enroll him and his sister in Operation Baby Lift, but his grandmother changed her mind and brought them back the next morning. That decision likely saved their lives. The plane they were nearly on crashed shortly after takeoff. Number 2. What personal challenges did Nguyen face when he first arrived in the U.S.? A. He was placed in foster care away from his family. B. He struggled with English and cultural differences. C. He was denied entry into public school. D. He was relocated multiple times by the government. Consider your answer carefully. The correct answer is B. According to the article, Nguyen began school without knowing any English and had to adjust to a completely unfamiliar environment. Even a trip to a grocery store felt foreign, showing how difficult that transition was for a young child. Time for a quick true-false quiz. Number 3. Nguyen's family brought many valuables with them when they escaped Saigon. Think about your response. The answer is false. The article clearly says that Nguyen and his family escaped with only documents and a few photographs. They left everything else behind in the chaos of war, which highlights how uncertain and desperate their situation was. Number 4. Nguyen later expressed bitterness about his childhood experiences as a refugee. Reflect on your answer. The answer is false. Nguyen did not express bitterness. In fact, he said he looks back with gratitude for his family, his freedom, and his community. This positive reflection shows the strength of his perspective, even after experiencing war and displacement. Having explored the article through these questions, let's now engage in a discussion to delve deeper into the themes presented. Consider the following question and share your thoughts. Here is a question for you. In what ways can young people honor the sacrifices of earlier generations? That's an important question, especially when stories like Nguyen's remind us what others gave up for our opportunities.
Well, in my view, one of the most meaningful ways is through education. Not just getting good grades, but truly understanding where your freedom and chances come from. In the UK, we often reflect on wartime generations, but this applies globally. Gratitude means more than just saying thank you. It means putting that legacy to use. That could mean voting responsibly, contributing to your community, or even just being informed about history. And when we think about honoring earlier generations, it doesn't have to mean doing something big or dramatic. Sometimes, it's the small, thoughtful choices we make each day that matter most. Like being curious about the past, showing up for others, just being present and willing to help, or simply living with more intention, making choices that reflect who you want to be. Those quiet actions, done consistently, can be the most powerful way to carry their legacy forward.
Thanks so much for joining today's lesson. Nguyen's story reminds us that history isn't just about the past, it shapes who we are today. And the way we choose to live now can either forget that story or carry it forward with meaning. So as you go about your week, Take a moment to reflect. What choices can you make that honor the path others paved for you? I'll see you next time.